I just sat down and I couldn't help myself. Made this sharp pop down, sharp pop back up. That's usually a good indication everything is in line finally. It was a little bit back here, well above the 0 line. We do have a little bit of strength down in the MACDs, but not too terrible. So I figured I would give this a shot. Now that I have returned from my errands. Yeah. Alright. This one's not looking so bad. But then again, you know, we've had this pop up before and it hung out. Not with quite the same conditions in the EMAs now that are really starting, I say really starting to open up, but they're just starting to open up. The high was way back here earlier, but it's got a lot of work to do to get up there. It's just almost like it's confused. But yeah. Just gonna let this run for a little bit. A lot of strength up in those MACDs. And in those, I mean these right here. These aren't turning up too hard. Oh, let's go ahead and fix that. Can probably put that back in line too now. Yeah, there's enough data on there for that. Just want to see how long these last ones went. Okay. I think I'm good with this one sitting here. Yes, most definitely. Where did I put my foot? All right, not a lot to say. Like, I'm a little, I just had a lot going on today. And I know y'all hear me say that a lot just because I'm really working to build up my website a little bit more. I'm learning how to run it. That's something all completely new to me. I'm learning a lot of new things these days, and it's pretty awesome. I have a lot of great support. I've had all these people that just have showed up in my life and have really given some, added some value. And so I'm working on a bunch of different projects at one time, which makes it hard to concentrate sometimes. But, you know, I just realized I've got to manage my time wisely between everything, taking care of a few things I needed to, and so the market was calling me. It's not a ton of strength up in the EMAs. I don't like that we haven't really had a pullback at all right here in the MACDs. You had a strong push up, but now it's looking like it's trying to turn. We're going to give it just another few ticks. It is so slow, which makes you second guess or overthink your decisions. Just hold on to it longer because you're like, oh, it's moving so slow. It won't go. It's like watching I guess a train wreck in slow motion. I don't know. I've never seen one. No. When people send you stuff, and then all of a sudden you got to clear your history because thanks. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Didn't give a strong reaction up on the 1597, and we're at that. I'm leaving my stop where it is. It's in a good place. This didn't push past that high. It closed at it. Led lower here. Led lower here. I'm just going to wait. I'm actually going to pause it and let it run for just a minute. Okay, so this did exactly what I was looking forward to it doing. It pulled down, it didn't push up, but it hasn't pushed down either. So it's just kind of hanging out here. It's pushed down here, it's come up, it's come back down, but it's making a higher pivot on the MACDs and on the price with things starting to open up in the proper direction or in the direction of my trade. Once it gets past this area, I'll move my risk down to right here because that's going to be 2 ticks below this. I love this little bar that happened right here. That's that exhaustion bar. It can't make it all the way down to the bottom, doesn't push down really hard, and then things start to turn around. You've got a little bit higher pivot on the MACDs. You know, I had someone ask me the other day, what my rules were for trading and what my trading plan is, and my trading plan is really, I went against it today, don't trade tired. I mean, don't trade hungover, don't trade pissed off, because those are much more difficult times to control your emotions. I was a little exhausted this morning, had a little bit of a, kid thing going on, someone realizing that they hadn't done a project that needed to be done and turned in by today. So my thought process was not in the right place this morning. It was actually really nice to take that break that I did throughout this time and be able to come back to it. Here's the area that's trying to scare me out. Keeps pulling up to it, but with things starting to open up, it's not a ton of strength opening up, but we're above the 0 line. We're well above the 0 line here. Everything's trying to open up to the upside. So I'm going to trust in this and watch it close back above here because of the strength of the push up. You really need those MACDs to push up on the 1597. They're not pushing up like I would like. They're just hanging out here. These long bars aren't my most comfortable situation to sit through with this. But just because it's slow doesn't mean it's not gonna go. Oh my gosh, this is so slow. So what's going to happen is I am going to pause this and we're going to come back and I'm either going to have made a profit or I'm going to have taken myself out or been stopped out. Pretty much. Ooh-wee. I really tried to put in another one right here as this was pulling up a long bar, but I couldn't quite grab it. Let's see if I can get it right here. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Ooh. One's out. I didn't want them both to go out right then. This hair's been holding up, pull back to it, bounce right back up. Oh, there they are defending the castle. I'm going to go ahead and move this one up, just with how erratic things have been. Alright. This doesn't give a push up here. I'm taking my exit. We're going to go ahead and get out of that one. There we go. Okay. I could have pulled down and continued back up. I really wasn't a huge fan of this reversal bar. It popped up. It touched it really quick. Also, being aware of the way the day went. It has been ugly. Look how long this bar was. So it popped up there really quick. Took out my first. And then I was going to let my second ride just a little bit more. But realizing what kind of day it was, nah, I'm not going to let it come all the way back. So, alright, so there's video number 2. That changes things just a little bit. So that was my morning. Let's put that there. And then the afternoon was, hold on, I don't even know how much I made on those. $2 and 1 1/4. Did I do it? Oh, I did the full value there. So for 650. So that's 8. All right, so I made up for a poopy morning, and that's about it. So hope y'all had a fabulous day. You know, if you had a struggle this morning, hopefully you had a bit of a comeback. I mean, I really like these MACDs for continuing up, but it's been way tough. I have a meeting in about an hour. And have some writing to do. So, hope you guys have an excellent day.